Hey everybody, welcome back to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and here on my YouTube channel. And this time out, we're going to take a look at the brand new plate plugin by Universal Audio Plate Reverb called Pure Plate. This is a fantastic plugin, simple to use, sounds really, really good. We're going to listen to it on some drums, we're going to listen to it on some vocals, and you guys can check it out and see what you think. So before we get to that, if you like what you see in this video, please hit that subscribe button below. It helps me out tremendously. Also go out to facebook.com/homerecordingmadeeasy and follow me there. And for more tips, tricks, concepts, and training around all aspects of home recording, mixing, and mastering, as always, go back to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Make sure you sign up on our VIP email list so you get special discounts on all the quick mix and made easy products. From now until the end of time, it'll help you make better music in your home studio, I promise. So let's head on over to Studio One. And here is an instance of the Pure Plate by Universal Audio. Now, this is a brand new plugin as of June of 2017. This is not modeled against any specific plate reverb in the hardware form like the EMT 140 from way back in the Universal Audio UAD1 days. But this is a real simple plugin, easy to use, and it sounds great. Now, the thing about reverbs and delays in particular, I get a lot of questions about when they're going from using stock plugins to third-party plugins. A lot of people ask me, what should I buy first if I have a limited budget? And I always tell people, if you have a limited budget and you're buying your first set of third-party plugins, the one thing you want to, where you get the most bang for your buck, I feel, is when you spend a decent amount of money on good plugins, reverbs and delays is where it makes the most difference. What I have found over the years is that, yeah, you could buy a third-party EQ versus a stock EQ. They may sound a little bit different, but they virtually do the same thing, and you don't see that quantum, or don't hear that quantum leap between two plugins. Same thing with EQs. But when you get into reverbs and delays, typically what I find is the stock reverbs and delays in most DAWs are usually okay at best. They're not great. And if you get some inexpensive third-party reverb and delays, again, this is a general statement. It's not for every single plugin in the market, but in the ones that I've purchased in the past, they never sound great. Where you usually find the really good reverbs and delays is when you spend a couple of bucks on things like Universal Audio, Slate Digital. They make fantastic reverbs and delays. It almost seems like you get what you pay for when it comes to reverbs and delays, at least in my experience. So just a point of thought there. So anyhow, here is the Pure Plate by Universal Audio. So let's walk through the controls quickly, and then I'll let you listen to it on a couple of different sound sources. So over here in the center we have a nice big, beautiful VU meter here, which is really nice, easy to see, easy to read. We have a low cut filter here in the off position, or 90 or 180 hertz. We also have a pre-delay, which is a variable slider here from 0 all the way up to 250 milliseconds. The way you adjust your reverb time or decay is you can either use the minus button here or the plus buttons here, or you can take this little slider here and you can just drag it from left to right, and you can see to the right of this control, you can see the plates kind of moving in this nice little cool graphic. We also have an EQ if we want to shape the tone of the reverb. We have a bass and a treble control here. We have a balance control that you can put either in the center or left and right of the stereo field, which is cool. And then we also have this mix dry wet knob, which when you're using this as an insert on a single channel, so for example, if you had a vocal and on the vocal channel as an insert, you can turn on the wet solo and you can blend in the dry signal with the wet signal when it's used as an insert. When it is used as a send, which is the way we're doing it now, where we're setting it up as an effects track and sending our snare drums to it, it automatically is at 100% wet. So when you turn this off as an insert, you can use, or excuse me, you turn it on as an insert, you can use it as a dry wet mix, or you can always just keep it on 100% wet when it's being used as a send, as we're doing it here. And then we have a power button here. So it's a real simple plugin to use. Now, one of the great things about Universal Audio, especially over the last few years as they're releasing a lot of their older plugins and remodeling them and re-releasing them, they tend to have much better presets these days, I find. And this is no exception. They have a whole host of presets here that you can check out. And basically what I do, like in this case, we're using it as a snare. I pick the bright snare preset and I just tweak it to my liking, and it sounds great. So now, enough talk. Let's hear it on just a simple snare track. So what I've done is I have my two, close this for a second. I have a snare top and a snare bottom mic. I have those being routed to a drum bus, and then I have set up an effects channel here for the Pure Plate, and I'm sending, as you can see, as a send pre-fader to this Pure Plate on this effects track. So here is what it sounds like. That's completely dry. And again, we can shape the EQ. Or make it less bright. Much darker sounding. If we want to shorten up the time a little. Then we could go through a couple of presets. Here's a short percussion space. So basically what I do again is I just kind of pick a preset and just kind of go ahead and just kind of tweak it from there. So I like this bright snare preset. Now if we do this in the context with the rest of the drums, you could dial it into taste. Before. So it adds a real nice enhancement to that snare drum, I feel. And again, you can tweak this to death, but it really sounds good. It just sounds nice and rich. It doesn't sound real hollow and kind of choppy sounding, which is what I find with most inexpensive reverbs and stock reverbs, typically, in my experience. Now let's take a listen to this on a vocal, which will probably where it will have the most impact. Let's go ahead and let's bring up a vocal. I will mute the drums here. We'll start with we'll mute that, we'll mute this, and we'll just listen to the vocal here, which is right here. And again, I have this, I have the vocal routed over here to a vocal plate effect again. So if we just kind of, let's see.
Somebody help me, I'm stuck in a place. I can't seem to find my own way out.
Really, really nice. So I just picked again a preset called the medium vocal plate, and we can cycle through a few of those.
It feels like I'm running around in a maze. Maybe I should just embrace it and let it out. Take me there now. Take me there now.
So really lush, really beautiful sounding. So again, just picking a preset and just tweaking it, you can get a lot of different tonal variation here. So basically what I'm doing, now I'll bring in the rest of the band. I'll bring in the drums and the bass along with the vocals so you can kind of hear it in context.
Somebody help me, I'm stuck in a place. I can't seem to find my own way out. It feels like I'm running around in a maze. Maybe I should just embrace it and let it out. Take me there now. Take me there now. Take me there now. Take me there now.
So it's a real simple plugin, easy to use, sounds great. Just wanted to give you kind of a look-see at this and just put it on a couple of sources. Really makes a vocal sound really big and spacious. And again, it's such a simple user interface. You could tweak in a really great plate reverb sound in almost no time. And then you just put it on a send like I did here, and you just dial it into taste. How much of it do you want? And that's all a personal preference. So I hope you found this video helpful and you like taking a look at the new UAD Pure Plate Reverb plugin. This has been a great thing to look at. And if you have a universal audio system, I urge you to go out and check it out and demo it. You could demo it for 14 days for free. You could even use this as part, I believe, is the Unison technology, so you can record through the reverb. If you have a Universal Audio Apollo, and you can actually track your reverb print to your DAW through this plugin, which is fantastic. So until the next video, this has been David with HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. Again, don't forget to go out to HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, and I'll see you over in the next video. Thanks for your support, guys, and take care.